of the Lewinsky line, and they've gone off, and so did the Shirk line. So we're watching that matchup all night tonight.
Here's that quote-unquote third line for the Frontenacs. Hemstrom along with Jax Dubois and Luke McNamara. This is a third line in name only, as Mateo Drobak will slam his glove down on top. Down for Cole Brown.
No doubt there's a sign somewhere there that indicates that.
Now I'm just picking one. There's a few that have come through that area. As Burns on for McNamara. Up ahead, Roman Schmidt carries out to the right side. Trying to play middle. Got it onto the front for Dubois on the long reach. Got a touch, but Drobak able to handle it aside.
Yeah, another example of the quick strike offense of Kingston. Great team speed.
Oh, Florian Xhekaj with an absolute crushing hit on Jakub Kromiak. Puck played up ahead, lost in Bulldogs in possession. I had no idea what a Frontenac had done in that shift to earn a penalty. And then it ended up going to Rebello for reasons. Start me on that again.
Zapruder film type stuff.
Yeah, Roman Schmidt down the boards. I mean, that was a complete whiff as McNamara low, shouldered off by Mateo Drobak. Linus Hemstrom turned. Puck was knocked loose by Florian Xhekaj, and now on for Lucas Moore. Swept over the line by Xhekaj, working at Burns. Down to the right corner, around the back of the net. Schmidt and Xhekaj go body to body, and that is a couple of big dudes. Flip back out through neutral ice. Xhekaj turns up the right wing side. His drive blocked off by Quentin Burns.
We're going to see here for the power play for the Bulldogs tonight.
Xhekaj, best Dubois on the faceoff circle. Thomas, 5-forward look on the power play continuing for the Bulldogs. Thomas to Xhekaj right, along the goal line. Van Acker tried it to the front, ran away. Thomas up top, working at Dubois. Cross for Xhekaj. Low is Van Acker. Van Acker turns off the right circle, back low. Florian Xhekaj has a look to the top. Hemstrom follows. Xhekaj delivers to Thomas. Backdoor would have been a sneaky try onto Lavoie. Puck batted down by Xhekaj to keep it alive. O'Brien into the left circle. Across for Xhekaj. Just wide. O'Brien tried to swing it back to the front on the backhand. Thomas will have it now left point. Over to the right side, Xhekaj, top of the circle. Top of the formation, Thomas. Fake on Dubois. Backdoor nearly had Van Acker. Xhekaj along for O'Brien, top of the left circle. He'll rotate. Works his way to the right point. O'Brien pauses. Up to Thomas. Thomas fakes to Xhekaj left. Across for O'Brien right. Low for Van Acker. Van Acker on the cycle. Has it high, working at Linus Hemstrom. Spins back. O'Brien, 48 seconds left in the power play. Thomas backside, wanted that same play to Van Acker, wouldn't sit. Burns able to bounce that into neutral ice. Thomas is going to cut right back over onto Van Acker. Only one man able to change for Kingston. Xhekaj to the top. Thomas, his drive, blocked on its way through. Hemstrom can't clear it. Puck thrown by Van Acker on his way down to the ice. Handled by Vicari. Lavoie trying to dig it loose and deep. 23 seconds remain on the power play. Thomas settles it out high. Thomas over to Xhekaj. From the top of the slot, fires. Blocked down by Burns. Burns carries it around the back of his own net. Is reliant on the Kingston Frontenacs blocking unofficially on my count. I've got about 7.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of bodies in laneways and getting a lot of bodies in front of shots. The Franz D is doing a great job in front of Vicari.
Cole Brown trying to roll the puck low. McNamara, stick lifted. Stick knocked. Leans in against Jax Dubois. Zachary Lavoie from the top, feeds over to Patrick Thomas for Lavoie. Xhekaj left, below the goal line, O'Brien. Around the back, Thomas. Back for O'Brien. Thomas up top, Lavoie's drive. They score! Revelation since Florian Xhekaj in the face-off circle as the Bulldogs continue on the power play. Merrick Van Acker swings it up over the line. Florian Xhekaj to the right wing corner. He'll pile in with Ewens. O'Brien trying to get it loose. Van Acker to the top. Lavoie blocked on Lavoie's 27th of the year. As Florian Xhekaj dips the shoulder, turns along the blue line, kept everybody on side. Jakub Kromiak, indirect for Battaglia. Over the line on the left side, sweeps it low. Lucas Moore reaching out for the puck. On to Patrick Thomas. Thomas gallops ahead, 3 Bulldogs in the play. Xhekaj over to Brown. Backside, Thomas, tic-tac, goal! And for Florian Xhekaj.
In this puck through the zone and gets it over to Brown. Brown, a nice soft toss over to Thomas, and he puts it by Xhekaj for the Bulldogs' second goal. Cole Brown's a big guy with real soft hands.
Another guy who's elevated his play of late. McNamara trying to get it right back down Main Street. And that will be knocked off his stick by Lucas Moore stepping back. Patrick.
Thomas gets his 18th of the year, 47 games. He was injured for another number of games during January. And he's back now, and he's been white hot.
Nasty illness, in fact, for Patrick Thomas. Yeah, that week-long one off the Family Day game, over $40,000. There's Linus Hemstrom around the back of the net. McNamara. You got tickets on that one, didn't you?
I did.
Any luck? No?
Still here.
All right. Are you kidding me? You could win anything and you'd still be here. McNamara. Around the back of the net. Puck will be launched up the boards, at least until you can find a way to do the games from an island somewhere in the Caribbean, partner.
That's right.
Yes, Florian Xhekaj. That was the plan years ago.
We could almost do it. We've nearly done it this year.
The technology is getting close as Brown to the front of the net sweeps the second attempt. Patrick Thomas catches it down. Florian Xhekaj pauses on the left. Tosses low to the left corner. Brown guns it around. Lucas Moore follows up. Thomas on for Xhekaj off the right. To the left, Nico Krimpotok's drive. Save made by Xhekaj. Thomas tried to play it back to the slot, knocked down by Jax Dubois, and he'll carry up the right side. Working at Krimpotok. Catches it on the other side. Hemstrom to the slot. Shoveled off by Brown. Hemstrom kept going. Lucas Moore runs into him. Moore trying to knock that puck loose. Brown collects, and he will go around the back of the net. Dubois hops onto the puck. Maybe a bit of wind in the sails here for the Fronts. Dubois spins it to the front, kicked aside by Drobak. McNamara rolls it out front. Xhekaj lifting it on the backhand, out through neutral ice. Dromiak spins back into his own zone. Burns up ahead, Dubois. And Jax Dubois is just such a hard player to play against because of his size and his ability. Talked about big players like Cole Brown having soft hands. Real Frasca's pressure. Puck rolled back over the line. Xhekaj down to the ice, freeing it up. Schmidt, the power play unit for the Kingston Frontenacs, and Soto lined up way wide. Ludwinski on the faceoff. His stick snaps in half.
Great job by the staff for the Frontenacs. His stick was in his hands before it even almost, the broken stick, touched the ice.
Ludwinski onto the left side. Owen Protz frees it up. Sobolev, rink wide. Florian Xhekaj left, drop his shirk, left circle. His shot shouldered off by Xhekaj. Xhekaj was drifting through the crease.
And Xhekaj is of some real importance to the Kingston Frontenacs. You can see it right there.
I don't know, Florian Xhekaj just kind of lost where he was momentarily.
We're going to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, Xhekaj's not looking at Mason Xhekaj. He's looking back.
Oh, here we go.
Does Xhekaj ever enter the blue paint? Maybe slightly. Xhekaj's on, even in full 5-on-5. Thomas tries to cut off the right circle. Thomas takes a stick to the Moore. Moore sets it around for it as Xhekaj. Roberts swings it ahead, had Crombie, but it's off his stick. Dubois works his way middle for a drive. Blocked off. Hemstrom down to the right corner. Roberts steps over on him. Lucas Moore around the back. Off glass. Thomas steps through neutral ice. Working at Schmidt. Drop is Crombie. Toss to the front, saved by Xhekaj. Puck flipped ahead by Frasca onto Dubois. Left wing side. Working middle. Dubois into the left circle. Backs up. Tried it to the front. Hemstrom had it knocked aside. Roberts wanted to go the other way. Dubois extended the reach. Yeah, that draft and slingshot move not legal on the 200 by 85. As Jake O'Brien out to the top for Florian Xhekaj's drive.
Concentration by Vakari there.
O'Brien, nice feed across to Thomas. Top is Xhekaj. His release, tipping out and rolls it down the rink. Florian Xhekaj slides to the puck ahead of Holmes, who pins him. Cole Brown is next. Brown has a look, wanted it out high, but Dubois stepped in his way. Brown freed it back up. Xhekaj onto Rebello, scores! Oh, like a phoenix, he has risen in this second half. Florian Xhekaj put it right to his tape, and it's that best friends connection.
Well, Adrian Rebello, gotta love what he's done here in the second half of the season, scoring his 4th here. Nobody wanted to pick this puck up. It got loose. Rebello will say, I'll take that.
Will lean into the face-off circle against Jax Dubois, and the puck sent up and out of the into his own end, tossing it forward. Dubois bounces that ahead. Now Xhekaj bats it down. Florian Xhekaj tosses down the rink. Frasca up to Hemstrom. Tried to guide that middle. Calvin Crombie collects and laying it back for Noah Roberts. Roberts up ahead to Xhekaj. Thomas racing down for the puck. Cuts around the back of the net. Dubois plays it on to Hemstrom. Xhekaj steps over to him. Florian Xhekaj playing that off the boards, and Quint look up. Burns in the direction of Dubois, hits the linesman. Xhekaj clears it right back into Dubois. Brown frees it up from him. Roberts up the boards. Chromiak wants to lay it to the line. Dies out in the snow for Ludwinski. Laying it on to Burns. Burns with traffic. Now Battaglia. Up top again. Burns over to Ludwinski. Pools over the board. 6-on-5 again. Moore wrestles Battaglia to the wall. Taken by Poole. Turns it to the line. Burns along for Ludwinski. Able to handle that in a tight space to Battaglia. Battaglia cuts into the left circle, working at Roberts. All the way out to the top. Soblev is back on the Bulldogs bench, by the way. Battaglia across the front, out of the reach of Chromiak. Puck to the top, Ludwinski. Over to Battaglia. Shirk looking for the block. Came off the backside of Noah Roberts. Florian Xhekaj steps to the puck. He'll toss it all the way down the rink, and he gets it! 165-footer! Florian Xhekaj continues this incredible run up to 31 goals. It's a 3-point.
None will be bigger than this one here. All kinds of pressure by Kingston in the offensive zone, and the Front's